Hello, welcome to the Dread Lawyer channel. I'm your host, Neil. I finished up my legal work early today, so I thought it was a good time to make another toy video. Join me and let's check out one of my diecast warplanes in my collection. What I have for you today is the 1/72nd scale Grumman F-14A Tomcat from JC Wings. This particular diecast Tomcat comes in the livery of the United States Navy Squadron VF-84. The Jolly Rogers, circa 1979, stationed aboard the USS Nimitz. The warplane is truly gorgeous, especially in the unmistakable paint scheme of the Jolly Rogers. The history of the Jolly Rogers skull and crossbones goes back to World War II and United States Navy Squadron VF-17. VF-17 was formed in January of 1943 in Norfolk, Virginia. It was one of the first Navy squadrons to be equipped with the formidable F-4U Corsair fighter. Needing a good name for the squadron, and considering they were flying fighters called Corsairs, the squadron personnel decided on the name the Jolly Rogers and adopted the classic pirate skull and crossbones as their unique insignia. After hurried and intensive training, the squadron was sent into action in the South Pacific in September of 1943. During its time in theater, VF-17 saw action in the skies over New Guinea, the Solomon Islands, the campaign to destroy the Japanese base at Rabaul, and the invasion of Iwo Jima. Flying from both land and carrier bases, VF-17 pilots racked up kill after kill to become one of the most successful U.S. Navy fighter squadrons ever. Post-war, in 1959, VF-17 was decommissioned. However, the dreaded skull and crossbone insignia lived on, becoming the calling card of Squadron VF-61 and eventually VF-84. Taking the skull and crossbones in April 1960, VF-84 served actively through the 1960s, the 70s, and into the 1980s. During that time, they flew F-8U Corsairs, as well as the venerable F-4 Phantom II. They then transitioned over to the Grumman F-14 Tomcat in 1976. VF-84 Tomcat saw extensive service throughout the 1980s and into the 1990s, serving aboard the USS Nimitz and the Theodore Roosevelt aircraft carriers. Notably, the squadron saw multiple tours of duty in the Eastern Mediterranean and the Persian Gulf. Also, VF-84 Tomcats were featured in movies, one of those being The Final Countdown, and then Executive Decision. The squadron's last deployment ended in September 1993, and it was disestablished soon thereafter. The Jolly Roger skull and crossbone, however, lives on and is now adorning the F-18 Super Hornet fighters of Squadron VF-103. JC Wings, the manufacturer, is a well-established die-cast toy company. It has a vast inventory of die-cast aircraft, both civilian and military. As you can see, the model is beautiful. Though it's 1/72nd scale, it is quite substantial and surprisingly heavy, most of it being die-cast metal. The fuselage, wings, and tail assemblies are highly detailed, as well as the paintwork and the decal patterning. On the ventral side of the model, there is space to attach plastic drop tanks as well as weapons. All the remaining accoutrements come in the box along with the model. And can be easily attached depending on how you wish to display it. The small plastic parts, especially the landing gear, are delicate and prone to breaking if you're not careful. That is the only complaint I have about the model. Overall, it's absolutely beautiful. I think it's a great choice for any aviation enthusiast and model airplane warplane collector. JC Wings offers a number of different F-14 Tomcats in different squadron markings. Just so you know, I have no connection to JC Wings. I just love aviation and warplanes, both real and models. I enjoy collecting these models and wanted to show them to you. I'll present more to you soon. Check out JC Wings on the web and their vast inventory of great die-cast aircraft. I don't think you'll be disappointed. All right, that's the video for today. If you like it, smash the like button. Give me a subscribe or follow if you like the content I'm putting on my channel. Like I said before, I'm an amateur. This is a hobby, and I hope to grow the channel. Thanks. Have a good evening.